Coming to you from, obviously, our favorite haunt these days.
Yeah, it's pretty much our studio, as we've said before.
The Yard Cigar Bar, Chandler, Arizona, on a fine Sunday morning.
Yes.
Pushing into the holiday season. Anybody that works retail this year, I got a feeling we're going to be slammed. Hopefully, you're not dealing with supply issues like a lot of people across the country are right now. But, you know, one thing that's not in short supply in this country usually ever are beer and cigars. And that's what we're going to talk about today, along with Starbucks coffee, which anybody who lives anywhere remotely, around any kind of a decent-sized city.
Even that. I mean, you can find them out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, a decent-sized city, I think in Chandler, Arizona alone, there's 20.
Yeah.
You know, they're on every damn corner.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think, what is there? I was reading the other day, it's like 13,000 of them in the United States or something like that. So.
From a little coffee shop in Seattle, Washington, now comes Starbucks. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So, well, what are we smoking today, dude?
So we were smoking something. We got another internet special here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's very dark, so I apologize. But it is the Nica Libre.
Nica Libre. It's the Maduro.
San Andreas Maduro.
San Andreas Maduro. Beautiful little box press on this thing.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous looking cigar, man. I fell into these literally. You know, retail on them between $6 and $8, I would say, somewhere around in there. Yeah. Well, excuse me. And I got these, less than that. Let's just go there.
We are known as cheap
ashes. So you find the deals, right?
Yeah.
Made by AJ Fernandez.
Yeah.
So you know it's going to be well constructed, well blended.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect when I ordered these. They came in, I got them Friday, 2 days ago. Opened them up, threw them in my humidor, brought them to work yesterday to smoke, and I smoked one first thing in the morning. It is a perfect morning smoke.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is morning. So
it is morning, so here we are. It's got a kind of a nutty, little bit of a pepper with that Habano. It's got a Habano binder on it.
Yeah. San Andreas Maduro for the wrapper.
And Nicaraguan long fill.
Yeah.
So for even at $6 to $8 retail, this is a solid stick.
Yeah.
Solid value. And we're enjoying it this morning. I know I am. I don't know about you.
Yeah, definitely enjoying it. Once again, being the kind of merchandising marketing guy that I am, I'm not a big fan of the bands personally. I don't know what the actual package looks like, if they come in a box or a bundle or what.
They come in a box. It's a cabinet box, but the band leaves a little bit to be,
it's I don't know. It's classic, but not at the same time. And that's just for me. Being the guy that's been stocking shelves for years and years and years.
But again, don't judge a book by its cover.
Correct. That's what I was trying to get at here.
And you look at it, a lot of people go for the flashy band. You look at Perdomo cigars in their boxes, their bands, their presentations off the chart, but the cigars leave you wanting for a lot of us,
But I mean, even with that, I think for me, it looks like a secondary band, and I feel like there's something missing from it. Even if it was something very simple above it.
Or below it, like a small little thin band below it.
Yeah, something.
Like that just says AJ Fernandez or something like that to add a little spice to the look of the aesthetics of the cigar.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be flashy.
No, it doesn't. But you have that gold and black on there. You can see it a little bit there. You put a little gold band down here with the black letter, I think it would just pop. And this cigar would be a lot more eye-pleasing for that person that wants that.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, there's been some other brands out there that have been really great cigars, that their packaging has kind of fallen short. And like I said, it's not about the flash. It's more about just something about it is not aesthetically pleasing, or it isn't enough where it looks eye-catching. It looks cheap, or it kind of looks like it's like, I didn't really try. I'm just like, whatever. And I'm not going to name any of them because I don't want to call out there's some great cigars out there, but there's some brands that just they
You
need
know-
to work on their.
Spend the extra 5 cents
Yeah.
per cigar. Charge us for it. I don't give a shit. Make it look good.
Yeah. Or just don't ban it because.
Or
of that.
leave it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say this: the Edge from Rocky Patel.
Yeah.
It's got a footband on it only. It's got the classic Rocky Patel all around it.
Different colors for the different wrappers.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That was genius.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're not talking about Rocky here. Saved his ass.
Yeah.
I got a frog in my throat. Jeez.
Yeah.
So today, what are you drinking?
I'm just going with the Starbucks espresso, as we've done before on the show. Comparing espresso, so that's how I judge a place. I don't go with the fancy stuff. We were talking about it earlier before. They have the blonde roast espresso. They have all these different things. They have ice drinks that you can get. But what does it say about a coffee shop when they just do a straight espresso or a regular drip coffee?
And it's good.
And is it good? Is it bad? Like, what,
If it's good,
yeah,
it's a good coffee shop.
correct.
Dunkin', like we
Yeah.
talked about.
Yeah,
Dunkin' Donuts is just your. They still do drip coffee. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
yeah.
You
And
know?
then you can get dark roast, you can get light roast, you can get holiday blend, you can get whatever. But at the same time, what is the regular? Just this thing about Starbucks. A lot of people always say they over roast their beans because it appeals to the masses. You can take subpar coffee, Arabica beans especially, and over roast them, and it takes away just kind of that dirty flavor, but then it just makes it taste burnt.
And acidic.
Yeah, very acidic.
Really acidic.
But you get more oomph out of it.
You do. You get more pop out of the coffee.
Yeah.
For those that need that caffeine boost in the morning.
Yeah.
And
And so, if you got a Starbucks nearby and you don't have anything else, it'll work. I drink it every so often because for work I travel throughout the
there's
day.
one on every fucking corner.
And it's like, I just need some caffeine. I need some coffee. I'm at the Safeway and I'm like, man, I just need a coffee.
Boom.
They
There you
have
go.
one in the Safeway. So they're everywhere. And that's it's kind of like McDonald's. It's like,
Convenient.
it's convenient. Circle K has really good coffee. We'll do another whole thing on that. But they have decent coffee. They have really good cold brew. So you can find those a lot of places. But you can find Starbucks pretty much anywhere. No matter where you're at, if you're north, south, east, west, middle of nowhere, you can find them.
Exactly. I'm drinking O'Fallon Brewery Chocolate Cream Cookie Stout. So O'Fallon was one of those ones that around Halloween, the fall, they came out with all those different funky pumpkin beers. Salted caramel pumpkin, I think, was one of them. Pumpkin stout. They're really keen on the season.
Right.
This one is it's a sweet stout. I'm not going to lie. It's very sweet. 5.7% ABV. It's really interesting because as we've been sitting here, it's warmed up some. And cold, it was kind of, okay. Now that it's starting to warm up, get closer to room temperature, I took a drink and it's like, okay, now I see. And honestly, stouts, porters, you don't want to drink them super cold.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, what a lot of people don't understand is that a lot of those beers should be at cellar temperature, between cellar temperature and room temperature, which is not cold. Cellar temperature is in that 50-degree range.
I was just going to say between 50 and 60 degrees is probably optimal, not that 37 degrees.
Yeah, well, in a lot of beer places, you're sitting at 33 degrees on their beer coolers, so you're getting it, and it's like, it's almost frozen.
And then they put it in a frozen glass.
Yeah.
Note to you out there, servers that love to use those frosted mugs for craft beer, stop! Please. I went to Mellow Mushroom one time, and she pulls out a frozen pint glass, and I was like, do you have one that's, like, not in the cooler? And she goes, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, just one that's sitting at room temperature. Can I just have my beer in a room temperature glass? And she had to go get a manager. I'm like, okay, how long have you been serving beer? I mean, come on. Rookie. Yeah, you don't want a frosted glass.
Unless it's craft beer. If it's total crap, like
Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light.
it takes away the non-existent flavor. So then you're just drinking at that point.
I can't even think about that right now.
Yeah. Anyways, back to this beer. Let's. Yeah.
So the notes that they put on the can is it's a sweet stout layered with dark chocolate cookie flavors, using a variety of chocolate malts. So the chocolate flavor is coming from the malt that they're using. They also use a lactose sugar that gives it the sweet creaminess to it, and it kind of emulates that chocolate stuffed cookie that you eat.
Yeah.
You know, everybody loves it.
Yeah.
You know,
It's the holiday time.
Keebler.
Yeah.
You know, it's the elf-shaped cookie with the chocolate fudge in the middle.
Yeah. Whatever.
That kind of makes, those of you that are cookie freaks will know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the little elf cookie with the chocolate fudge, and this kind of has that same flavor.
Nice.
And it's super creamy on the mouth. I like that about that. It really, they really did a good job with it. They did a strawberry chocolate that I had yesterday that was really good. I mean, who doesn't like a chocolate covered strawberry? I mean, come on.
Right.
Right? You know, so it kind of what it was. It had that same note and flavor profile of the chocolate covered strawberry. Yeah. But these guys are pretty good. Again, out of the St. Louis area, Missouri. Been doing some good stuff. Wasn't a real fan of their pumpkin stuff. I feel like they used a lot of artificial flavoring for it.
Was it more like a pumpkin spice type thing, or was it just a fake pumpkin?
It was just like a fake pumpkin.
Okay.
You know, you could. I don't know if anybody can remember aspartame.
Mm-hmm.
That aftertaste that it left in your mouth. It would say it was sugar free, but then you drank it and you're like, what the fuck was that? That was kind of what their pumpkin left me with. This, not so much. This seems like they got all their flavors pretty naturally out of the malts,
Nice.
the lactose. So it's a pretty good beer. I'm liking it. You know. Man, real quick, you see I'm in pink today. My little sister, Allison, if you're watching, I love you. I'm glad surgery went well. She had a mastectomy a few years ago, actually now. And finally, after COVID and everything, she was finally able to get her breast reconstruction surgery done. It was a long surgery. You know, her friend Mary kept my fiance Laura and I in the loop the entire time. Everything went really well. And she's on the road to recovery, and I'm very excited. Hopefully, get up there this winter or the summer to see her. So I love you, Allison. Keep up the fight, girl. We love you, and I pull for you every day. And it's kind of a nice little holiday treat for her to get this done. You know, we got Thanksgiving on Thursday. I know she's got a shit ton to be thankful for, and as well, all of us do.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely. Even if you don't think you do, you do.
You do. You woke up this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're watching this, you woke up.
And you have technology to watch this, and then we can go on and on.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
You know, we're sitting here enjoying cigars that,
So, let's a few minutes dedicate to Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving Day?
Leslie and I are going to her family. It'll be the kind of grand meeting for me as far as meeting a lot of the family. So,
boy.
You know, met a few of them. Met the dad already, but now I get to go meet the rest of the family. So it'll be interesting.
You'll be just fine.
Oh yeah,
You'll be just fine. We're gonna smoke a turkey. Our boy Chris Noterpole is gonna spatchcock it. If you don't know what that is, it's cutting the backbone out, splaying it so it cooks more evenly on the smoker.
Gotcha.
But then I'm going to do a garlic stuffed pork shoulder, slow roasted. And then what you do is slow roast it. Hopefully pull it off in one piece, throw it under the broiler to crisp up the fat cap.
Yeah.
And then put it back in the slow roaster and then just shred it and have like shredded pork,
Yeah, there you go.
along with turkey, traditional.
It'll be good for tacos afterwards too.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, and we're having people over Thursday night, like you said.
Yeah.
That's a perfect thing to have post tryptophan.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the pork to put you to sleep. It'll
Right.
help you get through the rest of the night.
And after you've had all the pie and desserts and stuff, you can stuff with some more pork.
Dude, I got to start losing some weight again, man. Whoa. Just thinking about Thanksgiving dinner, I put 5 pounds on. Eeh. So let's do a final call on this guy. What do you think?
I mean, definitely worth it if it's $6 to $8 range. You can find it cheaper on the internet, all over the place. I know like CI, Cigar Bit, JR's, Thompson's, all those places have cigars. If not this one, just like it. Definitely would smoke it again for sure.
You can find 5 packs for like $33.
Yeah.
You know, give it a shot. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And again, AJ doesn't do bad cigars.
The best thing about this too is you could literally take the band off and people wouldn't even know that it was only a $6 cigar.
It looks
It smokes like a $12 cigar.
The cigar itself is extremely aesthetically pleasing to the
It's
eye.
well constructed, great flavor. It's got that soft box press to it. I mean, it is just hands down.
Silky smooth wrapper.
Yeah.
That San Andreas is just
And it's been burning really well. I mean, I've been ashing it, but it's burning pretty even. Haven't had to really relight it. So,
I've left mine sitting for 5 minutes at a time, and it's fine.
yeah.
I haven't had to relight anything.
Yeah.
You know. Your coffee.
Well, I mean, once again, it's Starbucks coffee. It's convenient. It's easy. It's not the greatest. It's not the worst. It is what it is.
You know, for a seasonal beer, I'd say give it a shot. This is one of those ones you're not going to drink 3 or 4 of them. You might want to split a 16 with somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those very sweet stouts.
But dessert beer.
It's kind of a dessert beer. This would be a fun one to bring to a bottle share.
Yeah.
Something that you could do, 4 or 5 little 2, 3, 4 ounce pours with. Let people taste.
Right.
Let it get up to temperature. And I think it would be a crowd pleaser, honestly, especially for stout drinkers that are used to that sweet stout.
Well, and that's the thing too that we haven't really talked about either. A lot of beers like that. Try it when it's first open, cold, and then let it warm up.
Yeah.
And try some, or even pour off some to the side and let it warm up. You can get a very different experience. You might completely change your view on the beer.
With that note, I'll go to a bar a lot of times, and I'll ask the bartender to pour me, if they have like a specialty stout, pour me a stout, set it behind the bar for me, and I'll drink an IPA or something, get through that first beer, and then have that come to me. Usually it's in a goblet.
Right.
Let it warm up in my hand a little more, and then take that first drink, and then let it sit again, and then finish. And it's just a perfect way to drink that type of beer. So
there you go.
Again, I'm good with this. I'd say yes, give it a shot. So
Yeah.
So from us to you, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Very, very happy Thanksgiving.
Like we said, everybody's got something to be thankful for. It's been a rough couple of years for all of us, and if you're watching,
We're glad you're here.
We're thankful for you, and we really appreciate your support. And we will see you guys next week with the post-Fat Guy Thanksgiving after.
And we might be doing a special episode on location from somewhere.
We might be going somewhere. We don't know yet.
We'll figure it out. But
So
anyway.
make sure you watch, like, subscribe, smash the bell, follow us on Insta at
cheap_ashes, and we will see you guys next week.
See you next week.